Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Atlas Survival Shelters. I'm actually heading to a job site in Dallas. We're gonna go stick in a bunker underneath the guy's driveway on a new house that's under construction, and we're gonna run the air pipes up into the roof of the house so he doesn't have any exposed air pipes. But you know, when I'm not wearing my MAGA hat and going through airports trying to make people laugh, this is what I do. I go install bunkers. So guys, I think it's a good one today. I hope you enjoy it. Have a happy 4th of July, and I'll see you on the next video. Well, you don't see that. Come on back. You don't see that every day. He's riding a wheelie with a 30,000-pound forklift, but he's just moving it back so we can load it on that 18-wheeler over here. Shit, a twister's coming through here right now. You don't see that every day. Look at this. Look, everything's blowing around. Wow. Tornado's getting ready to drop. Here comes the rain now. They gotta go inside it, tour inside it and stuff. You having fun, kid?
Yeah.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's blowing hard. See tomorrow's newspaper. Tornado shelter builder hit by tornado while loading tornado shelter. So we got the truck loaded, all chained down. We're gonna bring the stairs out with us on our step deck because there's just not enough room up there. There's no problem, it's a local job. Otherwise we'd rearrange the shelter and make room, but there she is, ready to go. There goes the bunker. Now that's a 12 by 20 if I haven't said it already. It's got the underfloor storage and composite floors. It's got a little mud room, and the staircase makes a 90-degree turn off of it. So here's what happened. We got the bunker loaded up. We got a crane here. That rain came through with that tornado type stuff and wind and hail and everything. Put some water in the hole. So we got to clean up a little mess down there. Try to get the bunker down in that hole next to this house right here. Luckily we got a bigger crane than normal because he's got to reach that hole. That's a pretty good ways to go with a crane. Okay, so the stakes represent the corners. You got all 4 corners done? Yeah. Hey, just think, when you were a kid, you did this for free. Look at this garage. Holy cow, was that like 20-foot ceilings in here? At least. Wow, I've never seen a garage so tall in my life. Okay. There she is. Hello, bunker. What a mess. And today's install is going to be done with a 275-ton crane, courtesy of Davis Crane in Irving, Texas. And it's a big one, not as big as that 350-ton we did, last week, but wow, look at the pads on this thing. He's got some big pads protecting the road here. But when you got a crane this big, he has 2 support trucks that bring counterweights. Now the counterweight is that thing that goes on the back of the crane over there. There's one right there and this one right here, but they bring all the rigging. He brings all the counterweights, they set it up, and we set the bunker. It's a big one. Got more of a pad than that 350-ton crane. Damn, that's some impressive pads you got there, buddy. All right, he's gonna have to boom out to 100 feet or 10-story tall building to reach over and pick that up. And he's gonna swing it around and put it right over that fence, right there in front of that garage with the 20-foot high ceilings. All right, there she goes. That's a lot of boom out on this thing. I don't know if it's showing up like this in the video, but he's really extended. I think he could even go some more. Alrighty, let's get the rig there. See, we got channels up there welded between the I-beams. He's just tying onto those channels. That way we're lifting off 2 I-beams off the roof. If you put lifting eyes on there, you can actually kind of dent the walls. All right. She's flying now. Now, what's the size of the pad?
Should be a foot larger on all 4 sides. I made it the full length that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so it includes that hatch.
How thick's that mud? It's not too bad? Oh, that's not bad.
2.5 feet going down. Yeah, you'll sink eventually, but once you get to that stake, you're on concrete.
Yeah. How long you can put it?
Well, they want to go outside right there in the corner, or
We're gonna be a foot in that corner right there. We're gonna be a foot in from the stake, a foot that way and a foot that way. That's dedication, ain't it? So we set the shelter down in the hole. Gonna get the hatch off over there. We're gonna bolt on the stairs. Then we're gonna kind of square it up to the house because it needs to come out square with that wall right there. Now they're taking the hatch off over there. That way the truck driver can leave. We don't want to hold him up. Got it kind of down in the hole. And they dug out pretty good. They're pretty damn close right there, to be honest with you. By the time we get it down there, we don't have to dig out too much. And we got a little play there too. Nothing better than getting out of digging. No fun to dig in clay. You're good. Okay. All right, you about got them all in? All right, so there's 5 bolts on each side, and there's 3 on the top. We're gonna tighten it down, but we're gonna weld it on the inside all the way around so we can guarantee that it's watertight. Are you having fun? Playing in the mud? Uh-oh, you just lost one in the dirt, didn't you? Uh-oh. You want a clean one? Hold on, let me get you a clean one. Yeah, use it like an ice pick with an axe murder. There you go. Be an axe murderer. There you go. Kill it. Kill that zombie. Look like you've been playing in the mud. Hey, do we have a bucket he can sit down on and put his shoes on? I bet it does. It looks like it feels nice and cool.
Oh, it's really cool.
All right, time to unhook it. Get the hatch put on this thing. Line that hatch up. So we got the lid on now. It's flush with the wall. So we're gonna go ahead and tack it and get ready to move the whole bunker towards the house after we dig this hole out. Welding it on the outside underneath. There you go, good job. Took a crane to raise our hatch. It weighs so damn much. It's 600 pounds. So it has hydraulic lift. We just don't have them in yet. All right, we're lowering it down with the crane here. Lid's heavy. Yeah, we're having to dig this out to get this thing to come more this way. This is no fun. This clay's hard too. If we're in the sun, it would be no fun, would it?
No.
No, it's hot. You're looking good though. All right, we almost got it. All right, we're moving the whole bunker in one piece to get it to come this way some.
Down.
All right, down slow. I think we can live with that. All right, here comes the stairs with the hatch on it. We had to take them off because we had to move the bunker to save this cliff right here because they didn't dig it out enough, whoever did this, and it's hitting. So we already had that attached. Took it off, be easier, just take it off. It didn't take us 20 minutes to do all this. We're gonna set it again. So we are actually back here on the second day, and we had to get one of these jackhammers to dig some earth out because the stairs is actually hitting the wall. There you go. That's pretty good. All right, so putting the shock on, all you gotta do is raise the hatch. There you go. All right, good fit. All right, bring it down a little bit, guys, until it locks in. There you go. Okay, right there. All righty. See, there's not much to it. There you go. Super simple. You want to put on second and third?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 shocks is really all you need, but it has 4 places. Just because then you have a backup. But yeah, it's hard to pull down with 4 shocks. With 3 shocks, it's relatively easy. It's heavier to pick up. With 4 shocks, it will actually lift itself like this. But with 3 shocks, you kind of got to assist it. So it's kind of like in between. It's where you want to be. But we give you 4 shocks so you have an extra one just in case. So I suggest you take it off. All right, we got Kevin the welder back here today. We had another kid yesterday, but Kevin the welder is back. Say hey, Kevin. All right, we're gonna weld this out and run the air pipes for you guys today and hook up some of the plumbing and electrical. They got the shocks on there. Big difference, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to dig down some more. Thing about these jackhammers here, they only will jackhammer going straight down. They won't get an angle, and we actually need to go down at an angle so we can close up that mud room. But Kevin's down there welding out the lid with the 7018 rod. Is that fan messing you up?
No.
All right, so I'm back, third and final day. So we're gonna put on the air pipes and we're gonna weld this thing up. Still a bunch of mud down on the hole, but I'll tell you what, this is why I put a concrete, it's not why I put a concrete foundation under these things, but it sure is nice because this didn't hold us up. But could you imagine if someone who makes bunkers and they set them down in the dirt and the mud, they just let them sit on the ground, it would be sinking in the mud. So we have a 12-inch thick concrete foundation down there, and didn't affect us any. All right, so these are gonna be all our air pipes right here, guys. Brought some extra pipe because we're gonna run the air pipes up inside the walls, up into the ceiling. So they're gonna build a room around the air pipes on this bunker. But this is one of them jobs that they thought about it after the house was already started. So he's like, man, I want a bunker so bad. So he's gonna put it beside the house and then build on top of it and do a room addition. All right, on this job here, we're not gonna have the air vents sticking out of the ground. So what we're gonna do is they're gonna do a room addition right here, and the air pipes are gonna come out and they're gonna go up in the wall and up into that little roof line right there. So we made these pipes right here so they can come up into the wall, and then we can screw on the other end. So we made 2 of them in the shop yesterday. Matter of fact, let me show you how we made them. All right, so when you wanna fit a 6-inch pipe to a 5-inch pipe, you wanna tack some spacers on. Now it's all squared up all by itself. That's nice. All right, now even though the stairs bolt on down there, we go ahead and weld the inside, and that way all the bolts are on the outside and the weld is on the inside. Makes it watertight that way and it won't leak and flood. Looks good, guys. Great. All right, level and level. That's how I want it. Yeah, get a little weld over there so it doesn't move on us. All right, that pipe right there, guys, that's the condensation air pipe. So we've got it blocked up pretty high, so it's got a lot of slope going down there. Because this is the one that pulls in the air, and this is the one that will build up condensation. So when it builds up, it will actually go through the check valve over there and just drop into the rock garden that they're gonna have right there. Run a little channel under the pipe, brace it up. Wait, it's hot out here, isn't it? It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's not a cloud in the sky. Well, actually, there's a little one way over there. And the still's about 140 degrees up here. It's 94 degrees outside, but the still is so hot you can't even touch it. And he's gonna have to lay down on this board to weld underneath that pipe. So we're doing the air pipes that are gonna go in the walls of this room extension right here. Alrighty. So this is gonna be the end of day 3 here because it's just too hot and it's payday and guys wanna go home. But we got everything fitted. Got the air pipes in there. Condensation air pipe, the air out pipe, the air in pipe, and then it's gonna go through the wall. We got them perfectly parallel, so it looks like a double barrel shotgun. Hatches on, so we just gotta finish some welding. We gotta do some paint, put the anchors in the bottom, do touch-up paint, and that's about it. Okay, the builder is gonna take care of the rest. He's gonna do the electrical and plumbing from the outside, and then of course they're gonna do the house addition, and then driveway will be right on top of that bunker right there. It'll be 2.5 feet of concrete on top of that. Well, that mud's starting to dry out a little bit down there. Thank God it's sitting on a concrete pad. So that is the check valve with a screen on it. Sink her down to the concrete. Now there's concrete under that mud. All right, 12 inches thick, but that is the air in pipe. Now there will be a bucket of rocks with holes in it to allow, and then of course we're gonna go ahead and put the tar around anything that's steel because that's all brass and stainless right there. Taping it off, get ready to paint it. I'll keep the rain out. All right, we're doing final touch-up. We're doing the exterior paint. Everywhere there's some steel that's left raw. Now those pipes right there are capped off. Those caps will be thrown away, but those air pipes will of course come up through the middle of a wall on the outside of the room extension. All right guys, so this is going to be the conclusion to this video, but I want you guys to get an idea of how big this bunker is by that man standing down there. You see that? He's almost 6 feet tall. That bunker is 11 feet tall, is 12 feet wide, and is 20 feet long. But that gives you an idea how big it is inside. But anyway, let's do a little walk around. We'll do a final video here. So this is a 12 by 20 safe cellar. It's going to be under a driveway. This was an afterthought. The guy's building this house and he said, hey, I want a bunker. And it was too late to get underneath the house. But if you do it underneath the house, it looks like this here. And of course you can run the air pipes up through the walls. But this guy here is going to have it under the driveway with 2.5 feet of concrete on top. The air pipes are those 2 items over there, and they're going to actually go through a wall because he's going to do a room addition that goes out and around the hatch over there. But that's made with a heavy duty wide flange I-beam on the roof. It's got I-beams on the ceiling. It's sitting on a 12-inch thick concrete slab. They're going to pour concrete around this. And it is a muddy hole, but you know what? Because we put them on concrete, it doesn't matter. But we had a, this was a tough one. Okay, I'm about ready to do an inside walk for you guys, but let me do the outside first real quick and show you what I've done here. Now they're gonna fill the sand and cover this all with concrete, and so this will have 2.5 feet of concrete on top of it. But the roof is made with a wide flange I-beam. These are the 2 air pipes. These are going to come up through a wall. You guys always talk about how someone could put a bag over the air pipe. Well, when you put them in the house and you design the house around it, they come up into the roof and there's no way to block them off. Matter of fact, there's no way you even know that there's air pipes. But keep in mind, these aren't Fort Knox. If somebody finds them, they can mess with them, but it would take a while. So this is the roof. Air's going to come in over on this side here. It's got fittings on all the corners. So the contractor's going to run the electrical and the plumbing. I don't know where it's going to come out. So we went ahead and put fittings over here. There's 3 there. And we put fittings over here as well. All right, whatever he doesn't use, he'll just keep them capped off. He'll have water in, he'll have water out. He'll have a vent pipe, he'll have electrical in, then have radios, cameras, and comms coming in. So they'll do a room addition right there. It's gonna come out about 10 feet, go across in 10 feet. So it's basically a solid block wall safe room. And to get into the room, they're gonna cut a hole through the wall, put a safe door there, and you gotta open it up, and then you gotta open up the hatch to go down into the safe room. If you wonder that it doesn't look like it's very deep, it's about 3 feet below the grade, so it's gonna have at least anywhere between 30 and 36 inches of concrete. So it'll be solid concrete on top. And of course, with these heavy I-beams on top, it will hold it up. Some people say, hey, that will fill up with water. Now there's actually vents. There's vents in all the corners, so if any water comes in here, it will actually drain off. So we're ahead of you guys. All right, so let's go down inside the bunker and check it out before the contractor takes it over and finishes this thing up. Okay, so this is our little workshop and all the stuff we had in here. I mean, quite a bit of stuff we got to clean up now, but I'm going to do a quick walkthrough. Now, I got to come back in about a month and do a final touch-up on the interior paint, but they've got a lot of construction to do. But here's another look at the bunker. Of course, that's the condensation air pipe. Those two pipes are 5-inch pipes, then they step up to a 6-inch pipe, and those will go through the wall. And the air pipes will be up in the rafters on the room addition. Let's do a little walk down in there. Now, I've already given it one coat of touch-up paint. And I don't want to touch the wet paint, but we'll come back in a month or two whenever they call us. But the way it locks down from the inside, you have these Stasako latches right here. They hook onto this thing right up there. And this has 15,000 pounds of pull. So by having two of them, we got 30,000 pounds of pull. This is how you lock it from the outside. And if somebody tries to lock you in, all you got to do is undo that bolt right there, and you can raise the hatch. Also, if you undo the hydraulics once you're in the bunker, you can't raise this thing by hand. It's just too heavy. It weighs like 600 pounds, but these are the hydraulics that raise the hatch. So going down the stairs, like I said, we still got to detail this thing. So we put a little proudly made in Texas and the old Atlas sticker on the door. Let's go inside the bunker. Now keep in mind, this is a safe room. He will put some beds in here and a portable toilet, but this is what he wanted. This is a 12 feet wide, 20 feet long, 8-foot ceilings. It's got LEDs. This has got the composite floors. It's got 2 foot of storage underneath the floor, and it's got 300 gallons of built-in water tank right there. So that will be plumbed in. It's got the Swiss-made air filtration system. This is actually a VA40. Has the manual crank in case you lose power. Nice tall ceilings. I can't even reach the ceilings, and I'm almost 6'4". LED overhead lights. It's not much to it, but when he moves in all the furniture and stuff, it's going to be nice. Of course, it's got the marine grade door. It's got the little porthole here, so you can look out, see what's going on without opening the door. It's this little added thing that Atlas does on his bunkers. This is the overpressure blast valve. A lot of you guys say, well, why don't they just hook up carbon monoxide and pump it in? That's because this stays closed. With that closed, it won't let any gases in. The only way it opens is when the overpressure builds up in the shelter. This will open to let air out, so if there was any gas trying to come in, it would actually push it out the other way. But it's got 110 outlets. It will be wired into the house. I do not know what he's going to do for his off-grid power. But this thing's really wide inside. These 12-footers, I haven't ever seen anybody make 12-foot wides but Atlas, but we make a lot of them. They're just really big and wide and roomy and spacious. But this is a big old room, 240 square feet. Okay, then going back out, I took my shoes off. I didn't want to, paint still wet right there. Like I said, we just did touch up and I'm trying to get back to the shop. But we'll come back in a month or so, and we will do a final touch up for the customer. So it's got the marine grade door. Okay, it's got shelves out here. So if you do put batteries out here and they're lead acid, they can off gas in here if they did. And then there's a feed that goes into the bunker if you do a solar system, but you got shelves in here. There's the porthole. The door can lock from the outside. Then this has a 36-inch wide staircase. It's kind of steep compared to most of my shelters, but we only had so much room to fit it in between his driveway and his house. So this is coming on out. Okay, and that's it. I'll do a complete walk around for you guys. My shoes are kind of falling off my feet. Look at that. Look like a clown right now. But anyway, that's it. But like I said, that thing is big in person. It's fat, it's tall. Everything's welded up. All steel air pipes, no PVC. The check valves are in down there. So you see the check valves on both sides. That's that brass thing. They'll put a bucket of rocks up underneath it. But that's it, guys. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Another install from Atlas Survival Shelter. So guys, if you're thinking about building a house, you want to do a bunker, try to do it in advance and put it under the house. But if it's too late, you can always do like this guy's doing. Do a little 10-foot by 10-foot room addition. Get the hatch inside the wall and put it under the driveway, just like this gentleman here. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.